So whenever the hate happens, what did you do? Like, what's your thought process? How do you handle the some of the pretty ignorant comments that come through?
Yeah, I mean, it did bother me. For the first, I want to say 6 to 8 months, I let it ride. I would just reply like I would just I very I think pretty much out of the gate, I was pretty much just like, I'm just going to say that I appreciate you watching and commenting, and I let the comments ride. I didn't delete them or shadow ban those comments. Which maybe I mean, look, everything happens for the way it's supposed to happen or whatever, but I wanted people to see how I would react to them. And I wanted people to be able to say, to see me through it, right? And to see a human being that's actually responding to them. Um, I would say, maybe more happened than I actually realized, but what I did see was there was some of those comments that were really, really rude, really like just nasty, like terrible comments to make about another person in general. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, maybe they would get a lot of likes. A couple of them got a lot of likes. I would get a handful of likes on my like, I appreciate you watching and commenting. Sometimes I'd get people that say like, oh, I didn't realize that you would actually read this or that you'd see this or whatever. And it changed, so I think to a certain extent it did what I was wanting it to do, but then part of me was like, these comments are kind of consuming me, even though I'm not letting, like, it's like, look, I appreciate you watching and commenting. It gives me a good chuckle because I'm like, there's, to me, a lot of those comments have no context.
Hmm.
Like, they just don't, like, you didn't do the research, you didn't try to have a conversation with me. And I'm not a big TV show watcher, like at all. Like, my wife watches a way more TV shows than I ever do. But I did watch Ted Lasso, and the whole, like, be curious, not judgmental thing really hits home.
Hmm.
And it's made me look at things differently. And even in, like, in real life situations where I've like had to deal with like yelling parents and stuff while coaching one of my kids soccer games. That my kid's 6. Most of the kids on the team were 5. You
Yeah.
know, and just dealing with the screaming and just being like, I'm just doing my job here. Like, I'm
Yeah.
doing the things that are supposed to be done. And if you want to come and have a conversation, just come and talk with me. But screaming on the sideline, like, I can't even acknowledge that because I'm too busy trying to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do here. And I translate that from the dealing with those comments, because, like, look, we all had people that we didn't like or whatever, we didn't get along with, and things didn't go the way we wanted them to with those relationships. But even before that, like, I've always been of the mindset of like, everybody deserves to be happy. Like, even if they're the crappiest people, that they're just doing really mean things, like, there's a reason that they're doing it. We can't forget that, because they're not just doing it like because they're like the Joker or something. They just like want to see the world burn. They're people too, and um so it's important to remember that, like, they have a situation going on, and it's still hurtful, but, like, so the weight of those comments kind of got on me. But then I started to think, and I'm like, why let somebody else who has a similar thought process be able to just click a like button and move on with their life, right? To a really nasty comment.
Right.
Like, and I'm not talking about just like, oh, I don't like the video or whatever, or just shut up or whatever, like something stupid like that. Like, I tried I'll try pinning their comment at the top. Well, the fact that matters, most of these people have zero content, so they have zero skin in the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, their comment literally means nothing because they have nothing weighted. Like, it's not like they have this, oh, I have my own following of 50,000 people, and, like, I don't want people to see that I'm nasty or whatever. Like, so it's like, oh, you take their nasty comment, pin it at the top, and it's like, oh, they probably won't like that very much.
Yeah.
And maybe they do have content. Maybe this is just their rando account that they're
Yeah.
they're choosing to do it on. And maybe I know that some of that is happening out there, but so ultimately I decided about, I want to say 8-9 months into it to say, you know what, I'm going to go through all my comments and I'm just going to hide those comments, hide this people from the channel, and they can comment all they want or whatever, and I don't have to see their comment anymore.